Hello, this is Jilly Bling. I have one more project using Reindeer Fun. So this is part of a monthly program called Avid Stampers, and if you get the bundle through me, I send you the card kits for free. And this is the third one. I'll show you the first and second one. So there's a belly band, and then here's the inside. Isn't that pretty? I love these colors. I seem to use them quite a bit. But this is today's project, and the first one, you'll get all three of the card kits. This is the second card, and the first card. Six by six. It has been eons since I've made a 6x6 card. So we will use Reindeer Fun stamp set and the dies, and then also iconic imagery dies for this shape right here in the glimmer paper. So here are products we'll use. We'll use the striped iridescent trim. What's it really called? Striped trim. And it's iridescent. Nope, in a second bunch of it. These faceted iridescent gems, I love these. And they come in two different sizes. So we'll use those for the treetops. And then a few of the clear berries. I've used the red ones before. These are cherry cobbler, and they're beautiful. And I was thinking, oh, when will I use the clear ones? And I use that for the inside, just as a bridge in between these two little boughs of pretty peacock paper. And if you can, use this host code if you would like to get the 3 card kits for free, and order by October 30th. And the bundle number, and I'll put all this information in the video description. The bundle number is 164044. And we'll use the glimmer paper. Oh, and here's how your card kit, well, let me get through this. What is this called? This is brand new. This is Regal Distressed Patterns. 6 sheets, so there are 2 sheets of the peacock, 2 sheets of the gold kind of plaid, and 2 sheets of the cherry cobbler. It's kind of like a grid in there, but they all are a hint distressed. So we'll use that. And this is the vellum from Golden Greenery. I hope I don't have the name of it. I think it's called Seasons of Green Vellum. So we'll use the snowy looking vellum. Oh, did I put one in there? I did. And of course, glimmer paper. This is, I think it's in color in glimmer paper or 3-color. 3-color glimmer paper. Highland Heather, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. And we'll be using the Pretty Peacock today. Okay, so in the mail, you will get 3 card kits, and this is what the card kit looks like to make this last project. So you will have your ribbon done, your gems, your die cut from the iconic imagery, your little Pretty Peacock glimmer paper bows, and this paper is what you stamp Merry Christmas on. And then in here, this paper is for stamping. So we're going to stamp 2 of the reindeer and 5 trees. And this is your card will come, and it looks like, oh, it's all ready to go. But this piece is done. But these pieces are just temporarily attached. And to remove them, you just hold diagonal corners and give it a twist. And that's just so it makes it easy for you to assemble it, because if I had them all in the back of the card kit, you'd be, okay, it kind of be a fun puzzle, figuring out what goes where. But this just Makes it a little bit easier. Because it's temporary adhesive, it comes off really easy. So you just attach these pieces. And in the video description are the paper cut sizes if you'd like to make this on your own. Certainly is easier having a card kit though. Or if you get the card kit and you're like, oh, I love that, I'm going to make more. So when placing this panel right here and this one next to it, have them a little bit close to the center, just so that there is an equal border all the way around. And then the border in the middle will be really narrow, but it ends up matching this edge border. Okay, so those are on. And this is on. Oh, I should have taken a cough drop. You probably know from the last video, I had to do it in 2 parts because I was coming down with a cold and I'm like, how can this happen? Because I went out in September, which I was fearing was too early, and I got all my vaccinations. I mean, I'm ready. But I think it really helped out because here it is 2 days later and I'm doing much better than that one day. And it was just coming on that day. Anyhow, thank you all for it's probably all of your get well wishes that made it so it wasn't so bad. I did miss one class because that day I woke up and I'm like, oh, I have a scratchy throat. Is it happening? I probably should take a cough drop now because you never know when that creeps up. The cough, and it gets you. Last year I didn't get sick at all, so I was thinking, doing a good thing. It's happening. It's going to be good. I'm going to save this for just a few minutes so I could stamp on it, because if I do a whoops, then I could still flip it over. Okay, so that is kind of done. Okay, and so on here, we're going to stamp the 2 deer in Memento. It's been 2 days since I've been in here. So, oh, it looks a little light down there. Sometimes when you have a new stamp, particularly polymer stamps, it's like it has a coating on it, and you have to use them and wash it, and then the coating is gone. Okay, 2 deer, 1 for the outside and 1 for the inside. I probably should keep this, that's okay. I'm thinking about stamping this deer in Memento, but I'll wait because I want to have the trees in there first. Okay, so the trees are done in 2 different colors. So when you look on here, see how there's some that are a little bit darker? 3 of them darker, 2 of them lighter. The darker color is Pretty Peacock. The lighter color is Lost Lagoon. Pretty Peacock. So 3 in Peacock. Isn't that pretty? And what's really nice is there's a die for everything. This is probably dried out too. Let's see. Not too bad. Ooh, there we go. Cool. And now, Lost Lagoon. Okay, so that's all the stamping for the front. Oh, I should do the Merry Christmas. That's done in Memento. Are you like, hold that thing up close. What's going on there around the words? I'll show you. I got a little fancy. Not that it's hard. Actually, when you start doing it, it's like, this isn't hard at all. How did I get dirty? That looks good. But you know what? If I'm smart, I'll stamp it right in the bottom corner. Then I only have to cut 2 sides. Right here, I have to cut 4. Okay, let's give that a try. Bottom corner. Okay, I could do it. And I'm also leaving a little bit of room for my fancy work. It's crooked, but that's okay. I was going to have to trim all 3 sides anyhow. Okay, this is kind of bugging me. Just came out of the shower, so I don't know how I could be dirty. Probably if I watched the video, I would figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to die cut these using the deer and the tree. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do, did you ever watch the show Bewitched? Okay, I Dream a Genie. And Gilligan's Island and The Love Boat. Okay, I'm being I Dream a Genie. Or I'm being bewitched. Hold on. The timing has to be right. Boom! Voila! Okay, so I colored the 2 deer. And if you're like, wait a minute, I want to know how you do that. We're going to color the one on the inside. And notice the difference in... Okay, let's flash back to kindergarten. What's unlike the other? These are the same. That one's different. So I'm going to use a pen to make the trunk black. Just because the words are black. You can use brown. On a previous card, which one was it? I think it was the first one. This one, using a blender pen and espresso ink pad, I made the trunk espresso. And then same here, and then here I did it lightly too. Look at these little candy cane things. They're on back order right now. It said until the 14th, and I kept checking and checking. And on the 15th, it changed to their back order to the 21st. I should just keep on checking in case they snuck in. Okay, so we're going to color this. So I have my new favorite friend, Pigma Micron 02 archival ink pen. But this pen, the tip is like hair fine. So on here, just gonna, and if I held it up right now, you'd be like, that's not good. But see how fine it is? And if I do like 4 passes like that, it's gonna be lovely. Just lovely. And then after I do a few passes here, I'm going to go down the branches a bit. So down the main branch, and then just a little fluff down the other branches. I was cleaning out the bedroom because I want a new bedroom set. I kind of want a Murphy bed in there. Because right now there's Emma's bed, and it's the bed that she picked out when we moved here. We told the kids, you can pick out whatever you like. And they both picked out very different things. Of course, Emma's was from IKEA. And that's in there, but I'm ready to change to like maybe a Murphy bed. So it looks like a library wall, but then it pulls down. I have one all picked out. What got me going there? Lose the train of thought. Just cleaning it. Oh, I know what it was. Do you ever do that? That's embarrassing. So I was cleaning stuff up and I found this little lotion. Hand cream, fragrance free. Just a dab heals dry skin. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to try this. But it comes on, I probably shouldn't do this right now, and it's like Vaseline type. It's really rich. I was rubbing it in, and now my hands are like, I could pick stuff up. Anyhow, good stuff after it dries. Okay, let's carry on. So this piece here was cut out with iconic imagery. Look how cute that bow is. I think this goes with everything. It goes with gold and silver. The iridescent highlights on it make it go with gold, along with the faceted gems, along with the berries. All kinds of good stuff. Okay, so the trees are done. I think I need to trim this. Which one is better? I think this one. This one, by the H, it has a couple little freckles, which probably means I need to clean my stamp. So I'm going to go with this one. So to get it started, I'm going to cut bigger than I think. So when you're cutting yours, not that I had to do this 3 times, the top is flat. Merry Christmas is flat. When you look at the bottom, see how the S dips and the R dips? Well, that's cool. But when you go to cut, leave just a little space under the S, a little space under the R, and as the line continues, it's like, well, there's a big old gap down there, but that's just how the font is. It's going to take just a minute. See, I did it again. Should I do another one? So the top looks okay, but it gets a little bit bigger over here. Good. Okay. Narrow. Okay, maybe if I pull my cutter up here on top, maybe this time I could get it straight down here. Merry Christmas. Oh, that one is good. I still think I need to trim off a little bit at the bottom. Okay, where's that cutter? This one lives in my drawer. Okay, so I'm gonna use the grid lines. So now I'm looking at where the S is and the R is. I think that looks pretty good. Let's see. That's okay. That's better than the first time. So now I just need to cut up here. I think the sides are fine. I did it crooked again. Look how big it is here and narrow over there. Where's a die? There should be a die for that. So if I cut off that much, okay. And you know, every time I have a little problem like this, and I just throw it out there, you all come back with the greatest ideas. So now I'm thinking that the amount of white under the letters is bigger than the amount on top. And trim it just a little bit. I think it's a little bit crooked, but you know what? Because we're going to get a little bit fancy with it, I'm gonna get it to work. Okay, so let's do that fancy business. With this pen, or any pen you have, yeah, it's crooked. Thinking of put these on here. Okay, so when you see how fancy this is, you're gonna be, oh, I can't do that. Yeah, you can. It's not so bad. So if you do a little dot, and then a squiggly, and a dot, and maybe a dash, and a dot, and a squiggly, and purposely don't worry about them being straight. You could have a few in there that are straight, but if you embrace the wiggly, then it's like it's part of the plan. See, I made that one really wiggly. And just have it like a random pattern. Sometimes I wonder if like maybe it's Morse code. And if it is, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm singing Merry Christmas songs. Okay, so now when it comes to the S, I'm going to stop right there, pick up over here, do a wiggly, dot, dash, dot. Oh, those look like they're together. So Emma got out of class a little bit early yesterday, and she says, well, I'm just going to come for dinner. And then she got the munchies on the way, so she stopped at Whole Foods and got a whole bunch of stuff. She's vegan, and the stuff she gets, she gave us, Maggie, my stepsister, she was like, you should be an infomercial. Look how cute that came out. Yeah. Anyhow, it was fun to have her. And then she left this morning after spending like a half an hour having coffee time. Very nice. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's see what else. Oh, this one is the done one. Let's see what we have. Okay, so this is what we're going to build on. So how about the words go on first? So I'll put this here. And if you get your kit, I'm going to give you like 4 chances to do your words to cut them straight. Because I think that turned out, even though it's not cut straight, just because of all the wigglies on it. So this just gets attached here. Yeah, one side's bigger than the other. Put a big old bow on it. Okay, so that goes onto here. So I'm going to cover up this little seam. Glue, 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 glue. Right in the middle. I still didn't get that cough drop. I think it's going to be okay. Okay, so that can just take a minute to dry. How did that happen? Okay, this goes in here. Those are for the inside. This is my whoops, because I cut it bad. Can it be salvaged? No, I think that if I tried to salvage it, it would make it too snug on either. Oh, it might. I'll try salvaging that. Someone in your bag, you'll have yours already done. Okay, so let's decorate this. Might be able to see it better on here. There, I could see it better on there. Okay, so the trees and the bow. The bow I'm going to put on first, just because it's kind of big. And then the trees can be off to the side a bit. Because the bow is going to go right here, maybe a little bit high. And it's okay if it covers the words. And then the trees, so the trees I have them starting here. So there is that much of the glimmer paper showing, and then over here there's considerably less. So it's probably best to have the trees just sitting on here. So I have a plan. And then these can go over the top with dimensionals. So just start gluing them down. And after the glue starts to set, I'll push them down a little harder. Okay, and dimensionals. This one could go right in the middle. I'll make it a little bit taller. So one thing, when you go to put your gems on, these right here, these iridescent faceted dots, you'll be like, you only gave me 4 and there's 5 trees. So when I was putting the deer on the front of the card, no matter what I did, 2, at least 1, sometimes 2 of the treetops were covered by the deer, no matter what I did. So I wasn't going to slide a gem underneath the deer just to be consistent, which if you all know me, I might do that, but I didn't. So that's why there's only 4 gems. Okay, so now the glue on the Lost Lagoon pieces has probably started to set a little. So now it's ready to push into the glimmer paper. Okay, so that's done. And here's one of my little reindeer. Sweet as can be. So this will go on, because these are on with dimensionals, this will just go on with glue. So no glue on his head, but glue everywhere else. And he is just a prancing, happy deer. How about right? I'm looking at the stars. This one, he could be maybe a little different than the other. See, now I have 4 of them showing. Okay, and 2 big ones. Maybe I'll put the big on the Lost Lagoon because it's kind of set in the back. But now that I've done that, the other Lost Lagoon is hiding. There's no rhyme or reason. Do however you like. Maybe the big one could go right here. And a little gem kind of has to go underneath his foot, his shin. Okay, that looks good. And I'll trim up. It's kind of convenient, that little bit of glue holding that on. in place. Okay, and you know me with bows and glue dots. Don't want it falling off. I'm getting the glue on the glimmer paper and then also on the ribbon so it will soak into it. Okay, so that's done. So for the inside gets trees. How about, let's start with the words. May all your days be full of cheer. That's nice. Okay. And that's in Lost Lagoon. Okay. Then Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock can go here, here, and right here. Then a deer can be prancing in. Oh, this is going to have to be a two-part video. Hold on. Someone's at the door. Sorry.